just one of them, all of them, stacked them up accordion, and he ended up wrecking. Bunch of cars, good cars. Like Larson spun his tires a little bit on the outside.
Yeah, but what you saw in those first three cars, first three rows, nose to tail, they were all getting ready to push. What we saw last time was a car that lagged back, looked like he was trying to get a run. That kind of can create a slinky effect. Everybody stayed pretty in order this time.
Alex Bowman lagged back a bit, and you see he's pulled dead even with Bubba Wallace racing for 7th on the bottom, and Martin Truex.
You see how quick they sorted that out. They needed to, because you saw Keselowski coming up on them. That help in the rear view mirror. If you're not sorted out, you're still 3 wide. That's opportunity for Brad. Bubba got up there on the outside, got that toe, pushed on by him. Speaking of pushed on by him, huge push by Chastain, but you said it, Danica. Here comes that 11.
Denny's such a smart driver. You know, he can have a rough start to a race or a run, but he has discipline, experience, and he just always seems to come through. And this is a quick come through as we're just starting the second segment, but he made up a lot of progress, started third, passing for second right now, and Kyle Larson, who was super fast in that first run.
And that was a super close block by Larson. That looked very, very close. You can see how bad it affected the 11 in his wake. Got tight.
3 Toyotas trying to fight their way to the front with Ross Chastain right in their midst in the number 1.
Still seeing that top roll fast, though. If you've got that outside lane, all you have to do is get on the rear corner of the car in front of you, and you've got the lane.
And you force them to have to lift. They can't keep the throttle down. They need the track up off the corner. You force them. Again, you're in a catbird
right
seat.
There. All you see Denny right on the outside of Ross Chastain's left, right rear. That's all he has to do to have that entire lane and all that momentum to himself. Of course, then you get a little bit of the pull down the front straight away, and the cars pull back by with the aerodynamics. But definitely the best place to be to really, really have the best shot at passing a car is rolling that top.
Flip side of that, Chastain, you saw him dive that thing way deep down into turn 1, tried to slide up. Slide job, if you will. You have to get up in front of him before you get to that 3/4 mark and start talking about an exit.
Now, you can send it that way on fresh tires, but how many times can you get away with that in a run?
That slide job, yes, it does slide the car, and you can overheat the tires and give yourself a little bit of a penalty from that, but that is a classic move. Drivers pull that all the time.
You see, just like Danica's talking about, just barely that 19 Martin Truex Jr. got to the outside of Denny Hamlin. Denny's in trouble. Both of his teammates got around him.
You know, I wonder if he just worked his tires a little bit. He was, he started up front. He was racing really hard for that second position. Maybe he just overheated his tires a little bit too much.
Also a little bit of situational, right? Got trapped down on the bottom. That block by Larson got him slowed up, got him in a situation where he didn't want to be in. Those are things that are very tricky about a track like this. It has these options. And once a guy gets out there, loses that momentum, it takes a while to get it back.